As we are looking at adding and subtracting decimals, there are 4 words that will save your life with adding and subtracting decimals. That is, line up the decimals. Those 4 words, as you remember, adding and subtracting decimals, line up the decimals. Because what that does is it lines it up according to place value. If we had no decimal, we couldn't line up 1,325 and 72 like that. It just doesn't make sense because we're not lining up by place value. See, that would be 1,325, and we would actually line it up right there. So that each place, the ones place, that value, that they're all lined up. So the easy way when we're dealing with decimals is to simply line up the decimals. We're lining them up by the ones place as well. Okay. So as we are adding these, it's a quick little reminder that if 5 plus nothing is still 5, and 5 plus 0 is also 5. So when we have empty spaces to line up, we can fill that in with zeros. And then it's just regular addition. With addition, you can add down, you can add up, you can add in your head, sideways, whatever. With addition, it doesn't matter because we're just putting more into that pile, into that section. So 5 plus 0 is 5. 2 plus 0 is 2. I'm going to change this actually and just make it an 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. So we have the 0 down here, and we take that, we carry it to the next place value, which would be with these next numbers. So we'd still have the 0. We won't put the 1 right there. It doesn't work. I tried it today. I ate 9/10 or 0.9 of a granola bar and 0.7 of a granola bar, and if I added those up, 0.9, 0.7, and if I tried to add those up and got 0.16, and I ate a lot more than that much of a granola bar. So we take it to the next place in the value, so that 1 would come up to the next place, and almost a whole granola bar plus more than a half of a granola bar is more than 1 entire granola bar. Okay. But anyway, as we get to that, we carry it to the next place, and that actually becomes more than 1 whole number. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 7 is 9. So that's adding decimals. Line up the decimals when we do that. Then we get to subtracting decimals, and this always works with everything. When we subtract numbers, we always subtract down. That means that the bigger number needs to go on top. We line up those decimal points there, and we're subtracting this time. Now, we can't just do 5 take away nothing. It doesn't work out that way. Now, because we have those blank spots, we can fill them in with the zeros. Because these are zeros, we have to do what is called borrowing. So, because we don't have any thousandths, we need to borrow from the hundredths. There's no hundredths, so let's borrow from the tenths. Cool thing, we take just 1. 1/10 equals 10 hundredths. Okay, that works always in our number system. At a base 10 system, we borrow 1 from the bigger thing, from hundredths, and that's 10 tenths. So you just bring that over and you add 10 to whatever number, whatever digit is there. 10. We're still borrowing from here, so I need to take 1 away from that, which equals 10 of that. So, once again, you borrow 1, which turns into 10 for the next smallest increment. Then we subtract down, always subtracting down. Adding doesn't matter, subtracting always down. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 take away 2 is 7. 1 take away 8, rats. I have to borrow. I have to borrow an entire whole number, which equals 10 tenths. And I am adding 10 to that 1, which equals 11. 11 take away 8 is 3. Decimal take away decimal is still decimal. 6 take away 1 is 5. And that is adding and subtracting decimals.